Before we start today's video, I want to go ahead and ask you to hit that red subscribe button so you can never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up, and welcome back to Luxurious Life. Here is why 2021 will be the best year for all entrepreneurs. For our number 3 spot, we have the rise of at-home health products and remote wellness. Health and wellness products are certainly going through a major push right now. Over the past year, I have actually talked to dozens of entrepreneurs in a wide range of industries: supplements, at-home generic illnesses analysis, testing, home fitness, you guys name it. All of these businesses have actually quintupled in revenue in the last 6 months, and while I do believe this growth will likely deflate a little bit initially after there's a COVID-19 vaccine released to all the public, I also definitely foresee this trend roaring back with even more sophisticated products not long after. For example, just in the at-home fitness market, sales of dumbbells and weight plates on eBay increased around 1,500% this year compared back in 2019. Now, private label vitamin and mineral supplement sales also jumped to 1,286%. That was compared to over a year ago, and according to CNBC and a study done by consultant firm Bain & Company, back in May, only about 3 to 4% of grocery spending in the United States was online before the pandemic, but that has now surged to 10% to 15%. If there is one thing that the coronavirus really showed society as a whole, it's that many of the ways that we thought to take care of ourselves, going to the gym, going to the grocery store, etc., you guys name it, can in some way also be done at home. I don't believe after COVID-19 the everyday person will stop leaving their house and only want to work at home and have their groceries delivered. But more and more people have certainly found it to be a way more convenient alternative on certain days when they actually need it done right there and then. For our number 2 spot, we have the diversification of supply chains. Now, many businesses outsource manufacturing to other countries, such as China and Mexico being 2 of the most common. But depending on how trade wars may continue between America and these other countries, this will heavily impact many businesses here in the States. That said, there's also been a tremendous amount of innovation and investment around manufacturing automation. And so, depending on the product, price point, and consumer base you're targeting, it could actually begin to make more sense to manufacture here in the United States as opposed to outsourcing those efforts to another nation. You can also control all parts of your process a lot more easily than if you were to do it overseas. For example, less lag time, can receive just-in-time inventory, and less strain on company cash flow. Those are some pretty good reasons. The trend that is emerging is that more and more entrepreneurs are beginning to realize how risky it is to have their entire business reliant on one supply chain or one manufacturing partner. If something happens politically or even just with their partner in the business, all of a sudden they're in a very tough situation. So if you are launching a new product or venture, I would strongly encourage you to at least have another supply chain option at your disposal and know what the possible implications would be if something were to go wrong. For our number 1 spot, we have the acceleration of e-commerce. E-commerce is quickly establishing itself to be the best and easiest way to launch a product and/or business. From a testing point of view, it's much more effective to engage and gather feedback from customers online than if you were trying to do something similar as a brick-and-mortar type of business. Facebook and Google remain the easiest ways to market to broad customers and also end up having the highest margins because you always end up owning the relationships you have with your customers directly as opposed to someone walking into a store, buying a product, and then leaving. That said, I believe it is important for businesses to maintain as much control over the shopping experience as possible. I would try and stay away from third-party e-commerce sites including Amazon. A year ago, Amazon was actually driving 95% of our e-commerce sales here at Hydros, but at a certain point we realized how much we were leaving on the table by building a business on their platform instead of actually driving customers to our own website and actually capturing their information. We pivoted, and today Amazon represents only 0.5% of our sales. It's more of a marketing tool than anything else. The reality is the coronavirus has severely impacted both retail and mom-and-pop style businesses. Many have either pivoted to e-commerce or gone out of business entirely. I am still a believer in retail, and I think long-term the category will come back and thrive in a new, exciting way. But especially for entrepreneurs looking to launch a new product or venture in the world today, you are far off better starting offline than pursuing any kind of brick-and-mortar distribution later down the road. That's all for us today. I hope that you really liked the video, and if you did, make sure that you go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any future amazing videos from us.